Hi.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Davey.
Yes, and we're not dead.
We're still Two Bears Live.
.com.
And we are alive and well. Although you wouldn't expect that, we could still be stuck in Amsterdam.
Yeah, we had a bad experience.
We were in Amsterdam last week.
Yep.
And we returned on Monday.
Yep.
But we should have returned when? Saturday.
Right.
The same thing happened to EasyJet, because we should have returned on Saturday morning.
Yeah, but apparently there was some kind of snowstorm or something like that, that it was in
London.
And we were like, so we're not going in that direction.
We are not in London. No. We are not flying to London. We were in Amsterdam and wanted to go to Vienna.
Yeah. So, yeah. First of all, we got the message when we were in the cinema.
Yeah. We had already a really interesting Friday.
Yeah.
Because it basically meant that... I mean, we had a Friday that was meh.
Chaotic.
We had fire escape alarms in the morning. We had fire escape alarms in the cinema. We didn't know if we can actually watch our movie. And it was a thing.
Yeah, it was...
And when we finally watched... What movie did we watch?
Red Sparrow.
Yeah, when we finally watched Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. At the beginning, we got this message like, an update on your flight. And Stefan was like, well, I got an update, but I don't know what's it about. And then I just opened it and I was like, well, you say that some change happened. But Stephanie's like, it got cancelled, but I totally forgot to see it. So it was...
Yeah, it was a black letter which said flight cancelled.
Yeah.
And we were like, what?
It was the cherry at the top of the cake of that day.
It was already like 9.
Yes.
9-ish.
And we're supposed to fly the day after that, like at 5 a.m. or something like that, right?
5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay. So what should we I mean, we're in the middle of the movie, so we cannot really go out because, I mean, that movie was already expensive.
Yeah.
And so we waited until the end of the movie. And then I entered my app and it said basically you can reschedule your flight to the flight on Monday. And I was like, but I need to be back at work on Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us, not just me.
No, yeah, it was stressful, to be honest.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. And I mean, the first letter we got was an information letter which said like your flight was cancelled due to weather problems. We cannot do anything about it. We're very sorry, but you can here in the app reschedule a flight, and we're also gonna offer you a hotel. Please book the hotel before, and then with our app, and then reschedule your flight.
Mm-hmm. And first of all, it was really bad because the app, it was not really that good. You know, it didn't have a really good user experience, so we were not completely sure, like, because we didn't have the option, right?
No.
To book a hotel. So first of all, that was very stressful. Like, oh my god, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, because it said like in the description, like you have to book the hotel with the app before, otherwise they're not gonna pay for it. And our hotel, of course, ended on Saturday morning. So because we were supposed to leave, and we were like, okay, we will be here probably 2 more days.
Sorry for interrupting you, by the way. That was so good that we were not staying in that hotel anymore because it was a horrible experience. But maybe
we're gonna talk that in
another video. Yeah.
And yeah, so we were like, okay, what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna stay? And it was, I mean, you have to realize it was 10:30 in the evening. We didn't reach anybody because, fun fact, EasyJet does not have customer service that you can call after 8. They are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Or p.m. to a.m. No, a.m. to p.m.
From 8 to 8.
Yeah, from 8 to 8. And which means you cannot reach anybody after that, but our flight was cancelled after that. So, we didn't have the option to book a hotel, so all we did was change our flight to Monday, because honestly I was afraid if we wait till the morning when we actually call them, that flight will already be booked full. And then we would have to wait even longer.
Yeah, and you will say, oh, that's good, you're gonna have a longer weekend in Amsterdam. But not really, it was super cold, so I just wanted to go back.
We have already been there like enough days. We wanted to go home, and like we had we wanted to go back to work. That was all scheduled, that was all planned. And it was very inconvenient.
Yeah, we wanted to avoid to come like right one evening before the next day going to work, right? So that was for us. For us, it's very important because, you know, we don't want to be stressful. So in this case, we were like, oh my god, we have to fly on Monday. So that means on Tuesday we have to work, and you know, all those first world problems that I just learned.
Yeah, well, that also means, like, we didn't reach anybody. We really did not reach anyone. Like, on Twitter, they were answering random people's questions on Twitter, but not mine. I got no reaction on Twitter. I was trying to reach somebody on Facebook. I got no reaction there. And nobody picked up the phone. And so we were like, okay, I will reschedule the flight to Monday.
Yeah.
We will sleep on Monday and we will try to wake up before 8 so we can call at 8 and reach someone on the hotline, which we did. So we rescheduled the flight on Friday. I contacted my boss right away and told him we will probably not be back at work. And which also meant,
the flight got scheduled for Monday.
Yeah.
So, but we had no hotel for the, from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning, basically.
Yeah, basically from Saturday to Sunday and from Sunday to Monday.
So we were a little bit stressful, like, we can stay longer in this hotel, but I told you it was a horrible experience and I didn't want to stay there. But on the other hand, we found it a little bit unfair that we should have, find...
Yeah, I mean, they said in the description that they will pay for a hotel, and as far as I know, they even have to do that. But, there was no option in the app, so whatever. We woke up in the morning, called the hotline, and we were like for 20 minutes in a waiting line, because of course I'm pretty sure there were other people calling.
But the waiting music was good.
Yeah, at least that was some pop music and not the normal one.
Yeah.
And so we reached somebody in the hotline finally, and she told us, like, with this snarky tone, well, why didn't you book the hotel in the app? And I was like, because there was no option to book the hotel in the app. And she was like, well, you should have. I was like, well, it was not there. We will really need a place to stay. And then she was like, yeah, okay, we will take care of that, but you should have done it in the app. I was like,
if your app
we work in this industry. We know how to use apps. There was no option to book a hotel over the app.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
And whatever. And the thing is, like, it's even after that, she said, like, we will be called back sometime during the day, and we will be informed where we will be sleeping the next 2 nights. And I was like, and when will we know that? I mean, I don't know. She doesn't know. She's not the person who does that, and so we will be called whenever. So that's very stressful for me again, because I'm a person who likes to plan things out. And if I don't know...
And who has to handle that? Me.
Oh, poor you.
By the way, today is our anniversary.
Yes. 3 years. With this crazy...
Oh, 3 long years.
No, we love each other. So that's good. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, so we didn't know what to do. We checked out of the hotel. We left our luggage there, and we're just, okay, let's walk around Amsterdam a little bit more, because it's super cold and very... We have already seen most of what we
everything that we have to. We did all the escape rooms we had to do. So.
We were like, let's take a breakfast or let's eat something. No, let's take lunch. And we went to a place to have lunch, and then we were waiting in the cinema next to it, because at least it was warm there. And then we got a call finally around 1-ish. Was it 1? I think it was 1 p.m. That, it was not that late. To be honest, to be fair, it was not that late.
I think we only have to wait like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. And they told us, hey, you will have a hotel close to the airport. Is this in this hotel? It was Novotel Schiphol.
Novotel Schiphol Airport, yeah.
And you can just go there until you are one of those affected people. They will have your name. Infected. They will have your name, and you can stay there for 2 nights. Your room is booked. We're like, cool. Awesome. So we spent the rest of the day in Amsterdam. And what did we do?
We did an escape room, a last minute.
Oh, we were looking for escape rooms, but we did. Oh, and we did one in the evening. Yeah, we booked the last minute escape room. Then we went for a snack. Then we were trying to do another escape room last minute, but that one wasn't open. So
the zombie one, right?
Yeah. That was funny. We were in front of the escape room, and nobody opened. It was clearly closed. We called the number. The guy was like, "Oh, right now there's a group playing. The earliest one is at 7 in the evening." We were like, "No, that's not possible for us." But there was clearly no group playing. Yeah. But he was just not there. I mean, he could have just told there's nobody there. Whatever. So then we went to see the ice skating. We will talk about that in another video. That was really cool. And then in the evening we went to the hotel, and that hotel was actually surprisingly nice.
Far from the city center, as every hotel close to the airport, to be honest, but it was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was like 35 minutes away with the bus. But in the end, it was a really, really nice hotel.
Oh, yes.
Because in the end, Amsterdam itself, the city center, is so old that they don't have those big buildings that are now used for newer, bigger hotels. And
this was because it's sinking, but...
but that hotel was nice. It was a really nice experience. So and we didn't have to pay anything. We got the breakfast. The breakfast was included.
Dinner.
And a dinner was included without drinks. Where they were always like, no drinks! And we were like, okay.
Oh, God.
So can we have water? And we were like, okay. No, I mean you can pay your own drinks, but
honestly, the breakfast and dinner they were really good.
Yeah, and the hotel was really nice. So that was a nice experience.
Yeah.
And we were glad to be there. So we arrived late on Saturday and then just checked in, had dinner.
Yep.
And then watched some stuff on TV and then went to bed. And on Sunday, we were thinking about doing another escape room, but that was a little bit complicated. And then we were just like, this day was actually planned at home for chilling, so let's just chill in the hotel room. Yeah, that's what we did. And on Monday, then everything worked fine. And on Monday, then we also finally learned why our flight was pushed or cancelled. And it was not because there was no snowstorm in Amsterdam and no snowstorm in Vienna, but there was a snowstorm in London. And because of that, all the planes were in London.
It was confusing to us because we were not really sure why did that affect our flight. But anyway, at the end, the outcome was really good. Mm-hmm. We have the chill day that we were looking for.
Yeah.
A decent bed to sleep.
Was it really? Like the hotel, there's really no bother. We were even thinking if we ever go back, maybe we should stay a little bit outside of Amsterdam because there are nicer hotels there and then just take those 20 minutes in the morning to go in.
And cheaper.
Yeah. So that was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was, double-edged sword. It was a double-edged sword. Because in the end, we should have been back to work on Monday. That was a real problem.
Oh, yeah.
But thankfully, it wasn't the end of our trip. We already had a cancelled flight once in Lufthansa.
Oh, God, no.
At the beginning of the holidays, and that's even worse because then you lose time in the hotel. Nobody refunds you that. It's already like, our people are striking. Well, it's your own fault. We cannot do anything. It's not our fault either. And that is annoying as hell. Like, even if the end, like, if you're lucky and you have a boss that is understanding, then it's like, I think at least you have not that problem where you have paid for hotel and maybe like a trip or activities that you cannot even do and you will not get refunded.
Yeah.
So at least it was at the end of a trip.
Yeah,
and
sure.
That was way less stressful than having it at the beginning.
Yeah, sure. And EasyJet, thank you for the hotel, but you have to fix your app.
Yeah, I mean, to tell your customers that call, like, you should have booked it on the app when it's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, I clearly would have done it if it was there.
And then I know, like, for example, emergencies happen and this flight got cancelled very late.
Yeah.
But you should you have to consider that, like, you have a call center that is from 8 to 8. You cancel at 9, 10 p.m.
Yes, that's really weird. There's no emergency call center there.
No.
Like, what the hell? Like...
Yeah, there should be an alternative because.
But on the other hand, people will not say why you're booking with a cheap airline like EasyJet. That's why you.
Well, actually, if you consider when we're looking for the flight, it's not that expensive between that and Austrian Airlines, for example.
Yeah, that's true, but I think it's still counting as a discounted airline, right? I don't know. Like, but it would have been nice to reach someone.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's not a public number, but someone you just see in the app where you can call someone. Exactly. That would have been really nice.
Exactly.
But yeah. The hotel was nice, so thank you for that.
Yep.
Thank you for the paid stuff.
And thank you, Novo Hotel.
And we just wanted to make this video because it has never happened to us, and we were like, maybe if it happens to you, you kind of understand what you should do, what you can do. And there is even like there's possibilities where you can, like the people in the hotel told us that, you can collect like receipts and stuff from the lunches. And then you can claim them later. Although, like, there is this question if the airline has to pay that really, if it's because of like stuff like weather.
I know there are companies that their business is to help you out with those kind of problems, but to be honest, I have no experience with any of them. But if you have experience with one of those services, please put it here. It would be very helpful for us. Not only for us, but for everyone who watches our video. Yeah, I would also like to know, like, has this happened to you before?
Yes, what have you done? Like, what problems did you have? And, I mean, did you have to sleep in an airport once? I don't know, like, I haven't. But we've seen people who had to sleep on airports and stuff like that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look at us. First world problems. But, sleeping in an airport, no, but, I mean, yeah. Would like to know in the comment section that you show us that.
Yep.
And tell us that, not show us, because how should you show that?
Exactly. Show the receipts.
Please subscribe to our channel, would be very nice, and let us know in the comment section what happened to you. Follow us on Instagram, and we will have the text somewhere in the end. We are having an Instagram for both of us, like the Two Birds Life now. You can check us out there.
Yes.
And
but by the way, in that account, in the Two Birds Life account, we have been creating these highlights.
Yeah.
With every trip that we have done for the last...
Since we have done it. It's you will find a highlight of Madrid there.
Madrid, Amsterdam.
And from Amsterdam, you will see all of our little short stories there, so you can watch it there.
Yep.
And that's it for that. Thank you so much for listening to us. Give us a thumbs up for this video if you like it. And
if you don't, also give us a thumbs up.
Like, why be negative?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching. Click subscribe, it's important.
Yep.
And we will see you in our next video about Amsterdam or something else. Bye.